for a touchback.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Tucker.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
So here are the Jets now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
3rd down and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, New York.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down, Jets.
A toss left side for Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Sauce Gardner, he got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Mayfield now. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Chris Godwin. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers.
They'll run on 1st down. Tucker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 2nd and 8. Mayfield had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
For the Buccaneers field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is Elijah Moore. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. The Bills move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And check it out, Joe Mixon. He's been terrific in the first half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. The Texans do, however, find themselves trailing at the half. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is the former Stanford man, Tanner McKee. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, may... Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them. Is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play? Or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Tucker. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
A gain of 2 makes it third down.
Mayfield to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he dropped it on the 10, but a little unlucky there. Into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Back to throw here.
At the 35-yard line.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Buccaneers.
Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Sean Tucker.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1. At the 44.
They'll try the left side. It's Tucker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
New York set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. This completes a Corley. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jets first down.
Running left, it's Hall. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
New York.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Pass caught right side by Taylor. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields.
And it's 3rd down.
Pass pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield looks to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it.
Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So out come the Bucs now. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And a first down.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
46-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Yaya Diaby
Giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield now.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And New York set to take the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal, New York.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ball again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yaya Diaby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan.
It's a gain of 8. And the Buccaneers.
Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
shuffle pass here is complete.
Mayfield's pass.
3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's another Tampa Bay
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made. The Jets' 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Now Mayfield.
17-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's another.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
On the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The New York set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Paul want to give up the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At Buccaneers' 21-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Hall.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
And his kick is indeed good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. That's complete to Otten. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
and now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 11.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, two AFC East teams set to collide. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field. Your 20.
Along the away sideline, get a look at their head coach. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took a loss on the road last week. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And here we go from South Beach. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bundle him up. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They've got a man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Waller with the catch. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. Play action now. It's Fields. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, New York.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing on first down. Fields. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Austin McNamara on now to punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. First down, here's Tua. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They put a receiver in motion here left. Tua off the play fake. Left side caught by Lazard. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. He'll step up, and there he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit. Tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1. And this one's going to be close. Did he get both feet inside the chalk? Oh, no, he did not. Great effort, but an incomplete pass.
There defensively.
Fields sneaking it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. From the gun, it's Hall. This is ahead for about 5. It's Cater Kohu up to make that play. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hall once more. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Fields on 3rd. It's caught by Wilson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They gained 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue to see.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Fields out of the gun. He lofts it deep left. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First down, New York.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
A 21-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
He fields it from the 8. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. The Jets with an early lead. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. On the give, it's Gordon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Looking for a target. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
baby. There's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Fields on first down. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Taylor. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jets.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's running for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
Fields on the scramble. A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Fields to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We'll give to Hall now on the option. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he's going to run for it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Fields scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jets.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd down.
Fields to throw it. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Third down and 10.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
His name goes on the stat sheet for that sack, but it's the coverage who truly earned it. They go to dime coverage to shut down any type of pass, and everybody in the secondary doing their jobs, tying up throwing lanes until they could get home to the quarterback and bring him down. That is the epitome of a coverage sack.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now here comes the New York offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They fake the handoff. Now Fields on him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate. It has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Trying again following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of him. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
New set of downs for him at the 38. A give to Gordon, running left. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Hand off to Gordon. Broke through the tackle. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one's caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun on 3rd, Tagovailoa. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. And forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking to throw Fields. Completed over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
A 3-yard pickup.
Fields now on third. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
17 yards. And the Jets first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here comes Hall. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. All right, here we go. Second down. Now Fields. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Gain of 4. And it's
Fields on third. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Back to return this one is Tyreek Hill. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Tua off the play fake. This is Lazard working the right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. It's a short pickup to the 20. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. This finds its target. That's Hill. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. Tagovailoa on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here's Tagovailoa again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Tua again. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins tie it just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make the play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll take the lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets 6.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. First down throw for Fields. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
First down, New York.
Throwing on first down. Fields finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A 57-yard attempt.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first two quarters, as we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is Dak Prescott. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. Next up, we got a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. A lot of folks were looking forward to this one. Ravens, Chiefs in KC. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Kenny Pickett, hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Rams are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the... On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Tua now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down. Jets are in a dime set. 6 defensive backs out there. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Play action now. It's Fields. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Jets.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more. been a modest gain.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
It's third down.
Here he is on third and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Miami offense headed out there now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down, here's Tua. This is complete to Waller. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Gordon. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
It's a big strike to Hill. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 35. And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down. Man in motion here. This is Gordon. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Give here to Gordon. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 7 yards there. That brings up second down.
Brings up second down.
Now give to Gordon, coming right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, third and 1.
Brings up third and 1.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a third-quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Dolphins jump in front now by 5. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Xavier Gipson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How is a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? They start the drive with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
He takes it himself. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
A pistol snap. Fields finds him on the crossing route. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
New York.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Fields. He set up the screen here for Hall. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Another throw for Fields. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
13 yards. And the Jets first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Off play action. It's Fields. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match